Greetings, comrades. This is a public service announcement to inform the citizens of Ferma Zhivotniykh of the regime change in their nation. Ferma Zhivotniykh has signed a treaty with the United Communist Confederate Republics, or the U.C.C.R., to join the Union and convert to a communist state. This announcement will go through the policy changes that are a result of this new leadership. Being a U.C.C.R. citizen, you can sign up for a passport to transfer to any other nation in the Union. The U.C.C.R. has pride in its protected borders, so you do need a good reason to visit other republics in the Union. And you may not immigrate to a new nation permanently unless you have specific authorization from the government, though you can immigrate temporarily if you have a worker's visa. U.C.C.R. citizens can travel to other non-U.C.C.R. nations. This is a great improvement from the Western USA and UK, who do not allow any immigration. We are not a capitalist wasteland like those wretched countries that care more for their war machines than their citizens. We in the U.C.C.R. allow passports that allow 5 days in any non-U.C.C.R. nation. It is a 33-step process to get them, with an admission fee for 437 rubles, along with additional fees. Here in the U.C.C.R., we protect our borders. Because of the Union's many enemies, we do not allow any travel to the U.C.C.R. by non-U.C.C.R. members. However, if you notice trains with people of non-Slavic origins, such as Turks or Norwegians, they are only refugees who were liberated from their brutal regimes that we are at war with. The U.C.C.R. has reason to believe that the Internet has been taken and controlled by Western nations, such as the USA and the UK, and has been used to form propaganda against the glorious U.C.C.R. Luckily for you Internet users, in Ferma Zhivotniykh, the U.C.C.R. has replaced it with their own Internet service, free from propaganda. To make sure propaganda does not spread on this Internet, the Information Regulations Bureau will regulate the entirety of this Internet and remove any unwanted propaganda. Information being posted to the Internet may take 24 to 72 hours to be posted, for it will be inspected by your local branch of the IRB. You also need to obtain a license from the IRB to access the Internet, as well as an exclusive pass to get access to websites hosted in separate U.C.C.R. nations. The local cellular carriers have been shut down in favor of the U.C.C.R.'s alternative carrier. This is so American and English spies cannot access vital information of the U.C.C.R. Your local carrier can allow you to call other citizens of your nation, though not other U.C.C.R. nations. The U.C.C.R. is a communist union, and therefore we have many checks and balances to make sure that large companies don't stifle the growth of smaller businesses. Companies in the U.C.C.R. should be production-based and not sales-based. Therefore, businesses that produce manufactured goods must sell them directly to the government for a fixed price. The goods will then be distributed amongst the citizens in the U.C.C.R. Farmers follow similar rules. Restaurants and other producers of food must be owned by the government, and therefore restaurants must be licensed by the government and must use government-provided ingredients. However, they may sell food directly as long as they are licensed. Mining companies are not allowed in the U.C.C.R. Mining operations will be performed exclusively by the government. You are not allowed to go near any of the mines that are being used by the U.C.C.R. unless you are given orders from the government. The U.C.C.R. takes pride in its rail systems. The U.C.C.R. has the most efficient rail systems in the world. In order to board a train, you must apply for a pass given by the government. and must only travel the railways in your nation unless you have a valid passport. White trains are for passengers. Blue trains are for transportation of goods. Black trains are for refugees. If a black train stops at your train station for repairs, you must vacate the station until the train has left. Failure to do so will result in 3 months' service in the government work facilities. If a comrade of yours has spent 3 months in the facility but hasn't returned, it is probably just a bureaucratic issue and will be fixed. Speaking of any delay in the arrival of a comrade from the facility is restricted and may result in a fine. Transport trains may stop in your town to deliver food and other goods to your citizens. It is asked that you do not attempt to speak to anyone delivering the goods, as it may cause interruptions in their work. The U.C.C.R. is glad to inform you of the changes to curriculum that they will bring for your children. Your children will learn many of the same things as before, such as arithmetic and language, but they will also learn such things as the history and struggle of the U.C.C.R., communist doctrine, and the dangers that the Western countries pose to the communist world. The U.C.C.R. military is the strongest in the world, and as U.C.C.R. citizens, you have the privilege to join the U.C.C.R. Army at the age of 16. Furthermore, after your graduation from school at the age of 18, you must perform your mandatory national service for a year, where you serve your great union in the Army. In addition, those over 19 must sign up for an Army draft in case of a massive emergency. Note, you may not reveal any of your actions during service to anyone. The government is the only group that can decide what is deemed acceptable to report. I hope you found this announcement helpful, dear comrades. Glory to the Union, and good night.